Morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. So, today, hope you all had a good weekend, by the way. Today, I'm going to be channeling for Collective Twin Flames, see what's going on. Maybe the front runner Twin Flames, in fact. I don't know. We'll see what the guides want to say today. And I'll also be giving mini reads as well for donations. So, if you're on here live with me and you want a mini read, check out that pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. It tells you how to do it. Excuse me. It's by donation, so there's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donations. You can also use Super Chat or Super Sticker as well if you want, if that's easier for you here on YouTube. And after you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. Now, your question for your reading can be very specific if you want, or it can be just like general guidance or general love guidance, just whatever you want, really. My voice doesn't work very well in the mornings. Morning, Maria. I'm just going to put a bracelet on because I feel a little naked. I'm feeling a little naked without it. Let's have this one today. When you're used to having like jewelry on one wrist, it's like wearing a watch, right? You don't have your watch on. It's a bit strange. Morning, Maria. Good to see you. You're the only one in this morning. No, we have another person being silent. Okay, let's get some cards out. Twin Flames, what's going on? Is anything going on at the weekend for you guys? How's the house stuff, Maria? Has it moved forward any? No, you've exchanged. Excuse me. Okay. Guys, what do you want to talk about today? What's going on with Twin Flames? Now, we had a whole decoy situation. Hey, Nikki. It's you. Didn't have time to respond to your message. I'm so busy in the mornings getting ready for this. Especially when it's a wash your hair day, which it is on a Monday. Okay, well, we've got the same cards coming out as last time. You move on Friday. Wow. Well, how exciting. I like moving. I say I like moving. I don't actually like the moving process, but I like being in a new place. Hey, Arabella. We've got the Eight of Swords. These are the cards that we had out last time, right? On Friday. Eight of Swords. Somebody's feeling trapped, like they can't move. And the other person's waiting. So Divine Masculine feels trapped. Divine Feminine is waiting. And last time we had like someone new coming in. The new person a decoy? Is the old person a decoy? I don't know what the hell's going on. But I think the universe is doing a bit of a shuffle. A bit of a shuffle. King of Pentacles now. It was the King of Wands last time. Is the King of Pentacles now. So the King of Pentacles, the stable one, the one with the money, you know, the one that's husband material kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to do this in the same way as I did last time. Eight of Swords then. Who's feeling trapped? Tell us about the Eight of Swords. This Divine Masculine, feeling trapped. Divine Masculine number one, perhaps. Being really slow. He's not really trapped. He's just being really slow about it. So slowly, precisely. Doesn't want to mess it up. Wants to get things right. Knight of Pentacles. It's really like doing things in the proper way. The slow way. On a horse made of leaves. Meanwhile, Divine Feminine is waiting. Honiton. Hey, Judy. Divine Feminine, waiting. Ah, and the female version of the Emperor. Meanwhile, how interesting it didn't come out as Empress. It's come out as the female version of the Emperor. I need the book on this one. To get exactly why there's that nuance to this. Nuance. Let's had that word for a while. I was watching stuff yesterday. A series or something. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. Don't know why I'm mentioning it. British. I don't know. Okay, the female emperor. I'm getting into watching like serious things on YouTube. The female emperor, here you go. Brace yourselves, everybody. This is the divine feminine we're talking about now. This version of the emperor is represented by an impressive woman who stands in front of a huge palace. The castle structure represents the emperor's legitimate claim to sovereign power. The gold crown, I'll hold her up for you. The gold crown on her head and the official attire she's wearing show her as a major authority with a strong will. Long braids symbolize her considerable experience and intelligence. The emperor is holding the thin ropes, which are tied to people on the ground. The people are proportionately small and appear like powerless marionettes, manipulated and controlled by the emperor. But the emperor is also protecting her subjects. So she's got authority, leadership, experience, confidence, structure. So divine feminine is kind of stepping up and being the divine masculine at the moment. She's in control of stuff, in control of her empire and waiting, which is different than the empress energy. Like the empress energy is just kind of waiting, you know? Yeah, the empress is like deeply connected. The emperor is all over it. Like she's stepped into that divine masculine energy at the moment and she's waiting. So she's not just like waiting in a feminine empress, knowing that she deserves it and waiting. She's in her full power and she's doing stuff. No thoughts or dreams involving ET races. Why do you ask that? That's very specific. Hello, Brazilian baby. Okay, and then we've got the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles doing here? I'm not particularly picking up a different energy this time. The Ten of Pentacles. So, someone wanting to build something. Now, I'm not getting a different energy this time. Not like I was getting like a second person coming in last time, that there were different people. This time it could be the same. This divine masculine that's feeling trapped and is moving very slowly. King of Pentacles is all about that stability, and the Ten of Pentacles is about building something. So, someone's taking it very slowly here because they want to build for the long term. They want it to be a successful thing in the long term. That's why they're taking the time about it. So the King of Pentacles suggests that they might be sorting money and stuff like that out at the moment. Okay. Especially because the divine feminine is coming up as the emperor here. So she's impressive and she's like in charge of her own empire kind of thing. The divine masculine is having to step up all the more so. It's like, well, I can't just come in with anything, any old rubbish, can I? I've got to come in at least a King of Pentacles. Never mind the masculine empire. So the divine feminine is really getting it to step up, right? It's like, come at me like this or not at all. Little girl with me called Charlotte. No dreams about that. My dreams, hang on. I nearly got a catch of it then. I can't remember. I woke up like an hour before it was time to get up. I went back to sleep after it though. But I did have my dream then, but I can't remember it now. It wasn't about ETs. Okay. Well, let's do what we did last time again as well, then. Yeah, I think we're talking about the same divine masculine this time. How interesting. So what is the universe doing here? Doing the shuffles with people and maybe trying to trigger people into some action. I mean, the universe is playing a part trying to get this going. Some messages we've been getting. Let's find out more. So if anyone wants a mini read along the way, you know what to do. Check out that pinned comment up top to get your donations in, and we'll batch them all up. certain times. What's going on here? You two turned off. Oh, well, it's definitely rainy season here. Ugh. Pouring rain for a lot of the night and this morning. It was floods and terrible in Bangkok quite a few weeks ago, and now it's with us. What's going on here? Why won't you go back? I need to take them. We've got Venus has come out first. She's all about love. Venus is. What's Venus doing in the skies at the moment? Then we've got the Crone of Earth. She's the one that I can't remember. Why can I never remember these? The Crone of Earth is the one that lays the earth to rest. The time for everything, including death. So it's like, she's like, bring it on, bring that death on, bring that change on, bring the endings on. So Venus very much in her heart. Hey, thanks Arabella. Let's just get a snippet of Venus. Because to me, she's very divine feminine kind of an energy. The energy of attraction. Something desired. It's pure attraction. But she's giving him space to end things. This trap that he feels that he's in. Could be a money trap, you know. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. That's someone that's really taking responsibility. Then we've got the Nine of Fire. Is this the masculine showing up as this one? Well, we've got the God out after that, but not yet, not yet. Hang on. The Nine of Fire is Pluto. Some say that the only absolutes in life are death and taxes. How interesting. Death, the endings, and money. We've got a money reading here. Divine Masculine's money stuff. That's better. Pluto. Pluto reigns over these infamous aspects of the human experience. It's boring shit. Divine Masculine's having to do the boring stuff. He does so with cool composure and promises. Pluto governs those things in life that absolutely have to happen. It's associated with death, which leads to transformation and renewal. It's not so much a dispenser of death as he is a surgeon, helping us dispose of situations that are completely played out and shedding anything that no longer serves us. So you think that's what's going on with the masculine at the moment, getting out of those traps, doing it slowly because they want to tie all of the loose ends up. Don't want it moving forward. It's like something that is just gone. It's ended. No longer serves us. It's played out, completely played out. And so they have to tie it up nicely with a bow. Seal it. Also deals with issues of sex, power, control, making sure we know when these are appropriate and necessary to pursue and when it's time to let go. Divine Masculine knows where it's at. It's not coming in too soon. Although the experiences of Pluto are often hard, painful, or even terrifying, the rewards are vast. Okay, so yeah, Divine Masculine knows that the rewards are vast, and he knows he needs to do this properly because he wants the Ten of Pentacles, he wants the happily ever after, he wants to invest everything in this. So the Nine of Fire heralds the inevitable. Unlike the Seven of Fire, the events of the Nine are not a surprise. We saw them coming. He saw them coming a long time ago. He knew he should have prepared, but he resisted. So now he's having to do it. The changes Pluto promises are usually difficult and ones we'd rather forgo. been avoiding it for quite some time, right? While it's not possible, there is at least a promise of riches at the end of the journey. So he knows he's got to go through this. Then we've got Ostara. Ostara, which is the star. Yes. Oh, I wish these were in order. There she is. Temperance. Again. Life is becoming more prevalent than death, this card says. So he's getting there, apparently. I'm saying, and I'm not saying this is about Divine Feminine this time. Why? Because it's trapped. This card is trapped between him and the God is out next. So we're definitely talking about the Divine Masculine now. This is about his patience now. He's sticking with it. Because life is becoming more prevalent than death. That means that he's getting there. He's seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now. It's becoming better than it is. He was in the thick of it before, I think, where it all seemed to be like not worth it, not moving, you know. But life is becoming more prevalent than death now, so that's a good thing. It's when you start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You start seeing the end coming, the transformation happening. Looking forward to the colour and the beauty and the happiness. Interesting. It's about balance and grace flowing easily. So he is, having patience because it is seeming to pay off now. Divine Masculine. Definitely Divine Masculine. Venus is just like giving him time to transform there. And then we've got the Crone of Air. She closes chapters, doesn't she? Yeah, Divine Feminine is definitely giving him the space to do that. She doesn't want him anyway if he's not going to do that. She closes the book. Interesting. There's some things that you're not meant to know at this time. For now, let it go. So Divine Feminine is just kind of, it is what it is kind of thing. I've been overthinking this, drive myself crazy. I'm not going to think about it anymore. I'm going to close the book on this. I don't know yet, but I'll let him deal with it, because if he's any kind of a Divine Masculine, he's going to deal with it. You know, I could trust him to deal with it. It's got to be all over that stuff. She knows not to take responsibility anymore like she used to, you know? Taking responsibility of everything, doing it all for him. She knows not to do that now, so she's giving him the space to make those changes himself. Trusting him to do that. Because there's nothing she can do about it. You know, if we've learned anything through all of these codependency teachings, is that we can't do anything about it, and it actually damages us to try and take responsibility for everything, and damages relationships too. So we know not to do that anymore. So it's like a letting go, but it's like a wise letting go. I don't know why these cards are all flipped around. I don't do reversals with these. Hardly ever do reversals with anything. Anyway. Let's do some mini reads. Thanks everyone for your donations. Water in my ear. Wrecked. Arabella! General guidance for Arabella. Switch it like this. You can look at the rain. It's not raining currently. Yeah, Bangkok had like massive floods and terrible weather weeks ago. We always get it after them. It takes us time to get down here, but then we get a repeat. So I think it's going to be pretty gnarly for a while. Let's see. Don't like it. I like it when it's sunny. I'm spoiled. 26 degrees. Heavy rain warning. Uh-oh. Oh my God. 100% chance of rain from 9. Oh Lord. It's not looking good, is it? And it's been windy as can be. Oh no. There's no end in sight. This is it. This is it. Oh, the mainland's all right though. Look at that. The weather's all. This is the mainland, the white bit. The weather's all over us, the islands. Hmm. Oh, 3 millimeters in the last 6 hours, but 30 millimeters expected in like 24 hours. So the creek's going to start flowing. Visibility 11 kilometers. Can't see that far, too many trees. Okay, well, there's going to be not much training going on out there. There's going to be lots of food deliveries going on because I don't want to get wet. The delivery boys can get wet instead. Arabella, general guidance for you. Spot on with what's going on with you, Deborah. He's building his money up after his divorce. Badly hit. Yeah, there's a recovery period, isn't there, after a divorce like that? Can't move on. Like it's complicated. It's even more complicated in this country because the way that families are structured and um, the whole culture here very different. But yeah, rebuilding. Especially divine masculine we're talking about as well. So they're not the bludgy masculines. They're not going to come in and try and just wing it. That's not a divine masculine at all. So that divine masculine is going to be more so wanting to sort things out and come in like the hero, on the horse. The knight in shining armor, with something real to offer. You don't approach an empress with no offer at all. Or some try, but they don't get anywhere, right? Anyway, Arabella, general guidance for you. Connection you need to move away from. Who's this? Someone, a friendship perhaps. That's what popped into my mind first of all, a friendship that's no longer serving you. Someone perhaps draining. Have you got a negative Nelly friend or something like that? It's a connection to move away from. I wasn't picking up romance. Cleanse a little bit. It's not anyone significant, this is just perhaps a friend you don't see very often, or doesn't call you, doesn't message you very often, but they're draining. They've got a bit of low energy. You've got to be careful of that, especially the ones that are just a little bit touched, because they can fly under the radar. Because if someone's in our life all the time and like we see them every day or whatever, and they're draining, then we pick up on it more quickly. But when someone's in and out of our lives just a little bit, it's harder to pick up on, but it still drains our energy. You need to move away from a connection here. You just like clear up who you've got around you. And it doesn't have to be major. You don't have to confront them or anything like that. You can just stop responding. And I know that kind of some people react to that. Some people react to that and they call it ghosting, right? As if we all have a responsibility to interact with people all the time, and which we don't, right? We just don't. And I've learned that more and more. Like the busier I get, I get so many people messaging my business page, and so many emails and so many messages on Facebook and Instagram. I can't respond to all of them. I just can't. I try and do it on YouTube. I try and put a little response to everything on YouTube, but even then, I don't manage to manage it. And so I've quit thinking that I need to respond to everything. Yeah, because I'm just too busy. I can't. Just too busy. So that has made me realize I don't need to respond, whether it's personal life or anything. It's like My friend asked if I wanted to go to a barbecue, like just for an hour yesterday, and I'm like, no, thank you, but no. It's like as soon as the sun goes down, I'm gonna go to sleep. And she was talking about early, but I still didn't. I was just like, I know where my boundaries are, right? And even if I so would have said yes to that because it made sense, you know. It was just for an hour, and it was early, and I could still go to bed early, and which is what I wanted to do. But still, it was like, no, I'd really just rather keep on watching this thing and then go to sleep straight after it, and not do that. So it's, yeah, I've got a lot of no's in me because of that. But anyway, my point being, there's some people that get really triggered by that, right? Some people get really triggered by busy people, like not non-response from busy people. But you've got to, you just got to know that. And some people get triggered, like, oh, you should have explained yourself. You should, if you've got a problem with me, tell me that. But sometimes life is just, we haven't got the responsibility to do that, really. Expectations, a lot of people have got high expectations of what they deserve from other people. And sometimes, anyway, my point is, you don't always have to explain yourself or have an argument or anything like that. Friend, that was friend. That was definitely friend. And someone that you don't see very much because that touch card came out. But it's still good for you to do. Hello, Barbara. Nikki, thanks for your donations. I didn't mean to click that so feistily. And thank you, Deborah. High self-guidance with romance for Nikki. High self-guidance with a splash of romance. What's going on with Nikki? Communication's going on, yes. Believe in yourself. Don't question yourself. Believe in yourself. Continue that communication. Keep it up. Have you had more communication with him? Talk to someone. Communication. Ooh, wake up. Keep on feeding information. Interesting. He's not aware of it. He's waking up. Go there. Expand the conversation to things that you might need to wake up about. He might have had some of the information that you might talk to him about many years ago come to him in different ways. But if you talk to him about, just broaden the conversation and let it get deeper and go into some of the stuff that you know and see if he cottons on. Because I'm getting that he does have some of the information, or has had, may have forgotten about it. If it was like, say if you went through a spiritual awakening 20 years ago, say, for example, and he knew some of this information, but then it didn't seem to kind of pan out, so he's just kind of forgotten about it. Well, you can remind him. Plant some more seeds. Oh, how exciting for you. Get talking, Nikki. More. How's the general guidance? Double include. Wow, be inclusive. Get on it, Nikki. Draw him in. Still talking about him? You don't get general guidance, you just get love guidance. Okay, and decide on what you resist persists. So, you make a decision to do something, say something, or whatever, or a decision to pursue this, and then stop resisting that. Stop making excuses about that. So, a clear decision and then resistance. So, in yourself, that's what you're doing at the moment, is overcoming that resistance, that, oh, I don't want to add him back on Instagram kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. Include him, draw him in, communication, and be clear on your decision, be 100% on it, and don't let that resistance distract you off the thing. I'm not explaining myself very well. And we're out of Mercury retrograde now, yay. Arabella, is Esther still planning to have a future together? Let's see. Yes. Tell us about this. Tell us about this, Esther. Oh, yes. Love, who is aware. So, yeah, heart is calling out to him. Wants that. Wants a future together. Wants to set himself free. Wants to have more freedom. Wants to travel with you. Wants to be happier. Wants a lot of things. Esther wants a lot of things. Yes, it's in his plans. He's got other things in his plans too. But wanting to make his heart happy more now. It's like he's listening to his heart more now in many different aspects, not just in relationship aspects. Travel, freedom, all kinds of ways. So we are really listening to his heart now and including love in that. It was the first card that came out, was the love card, so it's very important. So yes, still planning to have a future together. Deborah, tarot card. Not these cards, tarot cards. Thanks for your donation, Deborah. That. Tarot cards. Oh. Which I know I'm going to use. I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use these for you. A little tin of whatever it is. Cosmovisions. I was winning a pool on Saturday night with there was various people there, but Dan is young. Well, he's about probably in the middle. I can't remember his age, in fact, but it was young, early 20s or something. And he was playing the music. It was like, because we just like put YouTube music on in the bar, and he was playing all of my music from like uni, and I'm like, how come you're into that? You're so young. And he's like, it's my parents' music. And I'm like, I know, because I'm that age too. You're like around the age of my children. And he's like, well, then listen to that. And I was just really into it, and I've stayed into it. And so I was telling him like all the bands that I've been to see, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I'd been alive at that point. He was a really nice lad. Well, that was fun. And I won. Pool over and over again, and then I won killer pool. Started off with 3 lives. I finished the game when everyone else was out with 5 lives. I love playing pool. Oh, I was good at it this weekend. Regarding your connection, Deborah. Yeah. Okay, Deborah, you've got the 3 of Embers, which is all about waiting for the perfect moment. What are you waiting for? Reciprocation. Someone can't reciprocate at the moment. Yeah, you're right. You're right saying that this reading is spot on for you. They can't reciprocate at the moment, and they know it. Can't come in until they can reciprocate. Let's get another couple of cards out. Anything else that Deborah needs to know? 2 trees, things being up in the air at the moment. Nothing set in stone. Not options open or anything like that, but very much focused on victory. So yes, this is absolutely your reading. Very much focused on things are up in the air at the moment, but they're not like deciding between you and someone else or anything like that. Definitely headed toward a victory with you, but knowing that they need to come in right and need to have, especially this, they want to be reciprocal. I think a lot of the divine feminines, we've been through this whole codependency thing, looking after other people thing, and realizing, damn it, we've been accepting scraps. I'm not going to do that anymore. They need to come in right and reciprocate. And I don't know what divine masculines have been going through, but they've been going through a similar kind of a thing, I'm sure. And realize, I know they must have been going through something, and realize that they want to, not have to, This isn't just to please the divine feminine. They're not going like, well, we can't get away with that shit with the divine feminine. I better come in. No, they've been having their own lessons, and they want to reciprocate. So there's something probably about them losing power, I think. They've been in a situation where they've lost power because they have just been winging it and trying to get away with it, and they don't want that to happen this time. They want to stay in their power. I would say that's what it is, but I don't know. I'm not a divine masculine, so I'm only guessing, but that's what it feels like to me. So, you're up. Yes, tarot. You can, Maria. I like these little cards. They're really cute. I use them for private readings, these little ones. Got my 3 little tins of cards. Twin flame guidance for Maria. What you got going on, Maria? Wow. Crazy. You got the dreamer. Very much in the initiation stage, as in, things come out of thought first of all. We dream things up. Yeah. It's all about you at the moment. And but the relationship part of it, it's very much in the imagination phase. And 6 of trees. This is what I was laughing at coming out. What the hell is that? Oh, God, we've got a big bug in here. It's really big. Great. 6 of trees. Reciprocation. The reciprocation card. So, yeah, what am I getting from that? That you're raising up your vibe as it comes to abundance, making yourself happy and all of that. And knowing that knowing the level that you deserve, kind of thing, and giving that to yourself, that's important, right? That's that female emperor stage. Or the emperor stage. Let's get another couple of cards out. But the relationship itself. Oh, wow. Okay. These cards. The relationship itself, still in its instigation stage. You got the 10 of birds and the 8 of birds. Someone has a painful ending. They're resisting it at the moment and they're feeling trapped. So, yeah, not yet moving beyond that. Still very much hiding from it, not wanting to face that. But Ace of Lotuses, the love is there. 10 of Lotuses, the happily ever after is there. Wow, look at these cards. It's coming in the future, but it's very much in the initiation stage at the moment. Someone's resisting making painful endings at the moment. Meanwhile, you're getting into your Empress, female emperor kind of energy, so ready for this reciprocation kind of thing, and feeling better about yourself and raising yourself up. But you've got real good things coming. Very good things coming there. So, no, it's all on its way, but you're in initiation stages at the moment. Dreaming it up, imagining it, all of that kind of stuff. Cool. Okay, Tarot of Miserable Ladies next. Let's get this bit down to earth and find out what is going on here. Amazing cards there. Who doesn't love the Ace of Cups along with the 10 of Cups? That is just, your heart's going to be so happy. But it's the future. That was like past, present, future kind of thing for you. Yeah, very cool, Nikki. You've got the love cards. See, there's movement happening. There is stuff going on. I think we've got eclipses coming up, right? There's going to be stuff around that, I'm sure. What have we got? We've got the 7 of Wands. The card of Protection. I don't think it is in this deck, though, is it? Seven of Wands. Because she's teaching. Why can't I open that page? Even if we're feeling confident, we can let this woman draw. on the energy of the universe to help bolster us up a bit. The universe has unlimited energy, so all we need to do is hold tight to our courage and ask for that boost to get us through. Courage. Stand up for yourself and your ideas. So it is kind of like the protect yourself card, but it's more courage. So courage is, the sun card has been coming out more lately. So courage, having to be strong and courageous. Someone's having to be strong and courageous at the moment. Yeah, and I think it's divine masculine. I think the divine masculine is seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, oh great, now I seem to be getting out of this trap. It seems to be moving forward. It seems to be more rebirth than it is death now, and I can see that I'm headed somewhere. And with that also comes this, oh God, now it's happening kind of thing. Now they have to have more courage than ever. Then the Six of Swords. The universe is helping them with that. Come out of that darkness into the light. Six of Swords in this deck. Good. There's movement happening. All this time. It can be hard to extricate yourself from a dark or dangerous situation alone. He is doing it though. Fortunately, help can usually be found. Seeking the truth for your highest good will reveal guidance for the way out. He's getting guided. Hold tight to that truth and follow it until you know where you need to be. Wow. So he's being courageous and tenacious. Guidance and help to leave a negative situation. Something that is completed. So, here I was, like last week, feeling like, nah, they've given up kind of thing. They've given up, they're not doing it. It's not true. It's not true. They're keeping on going. Knight of Pentacles, but it's slow. The universe is helping them to do it. And now we're getting that momentum kind of, not momentum as in it's speeding up, but the, I'm finally feeling like I'm getting on the right side of this. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa, check out the pinned comment on top. Tells you how to get one of the mini reads. Ooh, and then we've got the Five of Wands. Just tell them how it is. Five of Wands suggests some competition. Working together can, oh, but it's so different in these decks. Working together can lead to fabulous results, evidence in the Four of Wands. However, getting to the result may be fraught with conflict and trouble, particularly when people feel strongly about something. Egos and expectations get in the way of easy flow and communally generated energy. There's conflict going on for the divine masculine. So it's not out of the woods yet, but it's still going through that process. Giving it time too. You know, sometimes just things take time. Especially grieving processes, which it's just, you know, grieving processes, they're connected to every change in life, right? Not just when someone dies, but any kind of a change in life, there's a grieving process to go through. And time is just huge in that. Oh, and then we've got the Empress, and then we're talking about the Divine Feminine. That was about the Divine Masculine. And she is Four of Pentacles. She's putting stuff away for later. So she's getting herself ready. Four of Pentacles is about getting ready. Planning, preparing for it. Four of Pentacles. There's a time to relax and enjoy the bounty of nature. Then, as the dark, cold days approach, we're wise to prepare for them. She's making jam. She's gathering a power of resources. So she is summoning this courage. It's not the Divine Feminine's time to be courageous yet. It's Divine Masculine's time for doing that. It's going to be her time soon. So she is getting prepared for that. The Empress. Okay, so Divine Masculine is going through conflict at the moment, having to be courageous. The universe is helping him out though, and he is steadily moving forward to this, breaking free of all that crap is going through. And then let's do Starchild. I ordered some new cards. relationship cards off Etsy. Might take them some time to get here. It's been a while since I bought new cards, so that'll be good when they arrive. What else? Akashic records. There's no getting away from this. We don't just go, oh, no, I don't think I'll bother with this one. I'll go and find someone else. Twin flame relationships are not like that. They're not like the rest. It's not one that you can just kind of give up on. Constantly get pulled back to them over and over again. Akashic records. Oh, it's the last card. This is the extra card. Not a major arcana, like an extra major arcana. It represents the energy matrix, the imprint of every emotion, action, thought, word, and experience that's ever taken place throughout our conceivable universe. Wow. We are the co-creators of our own realities. We are accessing the most optimal vibrations of potential experiences available to us, and are effectively working with the Akashic records. When we talk about connecting with our higher self, we're also describing an understanding of our own Akashic records. We can connect with this source of loving information in order to be the best versions of ourselves. When this card shows up, it comes as a reminder of the endless possibilities and limitless potentials that are surely available to you. There's many which ways of this happening. The universe is trying them all. This can be accessed in various ways, through exploring insight, imagination, past life memories, intuitive glimpses, meditation, dreams, prayer, high-frequency foods, energetic downloads, loving connections with others, listening to music, dancing, exercising your body, exploring nature and outdoors, interacting with animals, being creative, and overall following your heart. Accessing your records, or getting aligned is another way of putting it, may provide you with power to change your life for the better by being open to making healthy choices. Keep on making healthy choices. Through learning to release the ego, can't really do that, but self-judgment or judgment of others, by practicing forgiveness and unconditional love, be open. There are so many contributing factors that may illuminate a clear navigation of your own Akashic records. It's a great journey that we each have the potential to take. So it's just it's the card of fate, really, isn't it? And that we're co-creating, but there's just some things that we're always going to be brought back to. Because it's meant to be. What else? Fated connections, no getting away from this. You're always going to be pulled back to it. Not like people we just get stuck on. The people we get obsessed with and all of that. We've done it before. This is different. The twin flame connection is different. Temperance. How many temperance cards can we get on the table? Well, we didn't get it out of this deck, but it came out of that deck and that deck. Temperance. Kim, check out the pinned comment up top. Tells you how to get a mini read. Okay, temperance is... Temperance. Bide your time with any long-term goals. Advance gracefully and methodically with your plans, like the Knight of Pentacles here. Harmony comes with moderation in all things. One drink, and then I'm off home. That's not me. That's someone else. Spiritual growth comes from learning the big life lessons along the way through a myriad of experiences, both positive and negative. Be mindful of any decisions you make at this time. There's a need for balance, moderation, and a reassessment of personal goals. In the grand scheme of things, and after everything you've been through, it's important to connect with a larger scope of your life. It's this Ten of Pentacles stuff, What gives you a sense of purpose and joy? Temperance also reminds us to be patient, loving and caring in order to successfully manifest our hopes and dreams. Someone's being patient here. Methodically moving forward, like the Knight of Pentacles, because this is the big one. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It's what they really want. It's what will make them happy. Then, the Moon. Seen the moon a lot lately as well. I mean, the moon cards, not the moon, the moon. I don't go out at night. Well, I was out, but inside of I. Saturday is the only time I am out of the house after the sun has gone down. The moon is a card of sensitivities, dreams, imagination, and psychic powers. It may indicate a time of insecurity due to external influences or forces in your life. Who or what is holding you back from connecting with your higher self? Nothing. The moon also addresses the deeper realms of the subconscious. Wait. Who or what is holding you back from connecting with your higher self? Just for some people there, there's a message there of, it came out in that temperance card as well a little bit, the moderation kind of thing. Squirrel. Oh. Some may be divine masculines and divine feminines at the moment may be, oh, it's a bit zippy, that squirrel, leaping for, wow, it's fast. Wow. Some divine masculines, divine feminines may be it might be getting them down a little bit, and so might be numbing out in various ways, drinking or drugs or eating or whatever, those things we do. That's what it's calling for moderation for. And then it asks who or what is holding you back from connecting with your higher self. So I don't feel like this is a message for everyone, but just some, and it's like whenever I'm like watching readings, sometimes this message sometimes comes up, not so much in my readings, comes up in with a lot of other readers though, I've noticed. And they'll say like, oh, your divine masculine is drinking too much and stuff like that. Well, I know that that's not true. With mine, it's not. One drink and then he goes home. So this is just for some, but it could be holding you back from connecting with your higher self. So you're making the process harder by doing that. Just know that. The moon also addresses the deeper realms of the subconscious. But saying that, the moon card is about sensitivities and insecurities and stuff like that. And sometimes we're allowed to use stuff to help us get through that. There's no rule that says you should go through all the gnarly stuff that feels really terrible without any crutches. No, we're allowed. Why would these things exist? Why would these crutches exist? If the universe didn't love us and say, here you go, this will help. So there you go. The moon also addresses the deeper realms of the subconscious and the shadow thoughts and feelings that we experience as humans. So we're on the roller coaster, is what this is saying. We're not always positive about it. Sometimes we'll be positive about it, and sometimes. So you might get positive about it when you're watching this show, and for that day, and then tomorrow you might be like, no, it's not happening. They're not doing anything. It's all a load of bullshit. And then you come back here the day after and go, oh yeah, it's okay, it's happening. So they just might be that. Just know that this might be happening, and it's totally up to you whether you use the crutches or not. You'll know your own situation. You know when you need to use them, when you don't need to use them. You know when it's perhaps time to let go of those crutches and get a little bit more connected, because that will actually be easier for you than using the crutches. We feel that inside. So, shadow thoughts and all of that kind of stuff. When it happens, it's important to acknowledge this side of yourself. It's the balance and contrast to your lighter, happier, optimistic side. It's balance. Don't let it take over your mind completely, but know that it's normal. Like, You know, it will happen. The moon, and it's not true that you have to be positive and optimistic in order to manifest your stuff, and that you're actually holding things away from you if you don't. That's not true. The moon is also a card of illusion. Things aren't necessarily as they seem. It's therefore important to let go of any past traumas or influences that are distorting your perception, right? Just like I said, we've had these relationships before where we've been obsessed, and they've not been right for us, but we've been obsessed and we've been making them into perhaps a soulmate, a twin flame or whatever in our minds, and then we found out in the end that they're not, and there's all these red flags and it's not them at all. And then we feel a bit stupid afterward. And then along comes the right one and we're like, oh, I'm being stupid again. We start judging ourselves about it. And that can be a source of this as well. It's like, no, God damn it, I'm just fooling myself. It's that roller coaster. Thanks, Kim. Get your question and I'll do that. Anyone else want a mini read? Because I'm going to be finishing soon. Get your donations in fast. The Six of Crystals. Coming up over and over again. Six of Crystals is about reciprocation. Oh, but wow, I opened it on the right page. The Six of Crystals indicates a state of balance and abundance in your life. You recognize the value of your relationships, spirituality, and the mutual benefit of loving support of others. I love my friends. We had a bit of a party on Saturday night because someone was leaving, and it's someone that's leaving is only like friend of one person there, but we had a party all together anyway, and it was really nice. I got to swing little Tammy around. That was fun. Swinging her around by the arms, like in circles, up and down. She's such a tomboy. She reminds me of me when I was a kid. She's great. Anyway, you recognize the value of your relationship, spirituality, and the mutual benefit of loving support of others. This is also a time for inner growth and prosperity. You've risen to the occasion and can now look back on the choices you've made that have led to your state of knowing. How will you move up from here? Opportunities, gifts, or rewards may be closer than you think. Ooh. It may be closer than you think. That's the other thing as well. We've been in this game for such a long time, right? And we're all like, it's going to happen. Oh, is it really? Okay, well, I might hold my breath. People think it's going to be another year off yet. And when it does, it will be like, oh, huh? What's your question, Kim? Thank you. Oh, that was Lara. Thank you, Lara. And hello, Lara. One more card. And it's the card. Oh, Ace of Wands. See? Surprise. When it happens, we are going to be like, oh my God. We've just got so used to waiting, right? Ace of Wands. That is exciting. Kim, what's your question? Ace of Wands. Oh, I opened it at the right page again. I've got magic fingers today. There's a load of hunks living here at the moment. Well, visiting tourists. Really hunky guys. By the pool yesterday. A couple of them up there right now. They don't look as hunky when it's not sunny. The clothes on and stuff. Anyway. Ace of Wands, a wonderful new beginning, full of inspiration and growth. It's time to embrace any upcoming opportunities that come your way. Perhaps you're on the verge of trying something new or expanding your ideas. Is there anything you've been planning on pursuing? Oh yes. Now is the time to take action. You have the skills and talents you need in order to manifest your creativity in all of its power. Even though this may be the initial stage of your adventure, know you're headed into a life-changing period that's deeply rooted to your inner truth. Akashic Records. As a result, you'll find the creative outlets you need. It's a time for action and self-expression. It's the beginning of things. Whoa. That is a little bit of a carrot right at the end there. Six of Crystals and the Ace of Wands. You might be closer than you think. Well, we've got light at the end of the tunnel going on for the Divine Masculine here. He's not counting his chickens before they hatch, I don't think. Because it's been like this. He's been like this for so long now, moving really slowly because this is important to him. Divine Feminine's been this, Temperance, so long now. She's like, No, I'm just temperance. I just live temperance for the rest of my life. And I think it's going to be quite a surprise when there's actual this movement happening, and it's like, oh, we can be together now after all these years. Well, well, well. It could be happening very soon for some of us, for the front runners, perhaps. Okay. Kim, waiting for your question, and we've got a question from Lara. Thanks, Lara. Thanks, Kim, for your donations. Lara, high self-guidance for you. Lara. Hmm. Blame and passion. How interesting. Crimes of passion. That's the vibe I got from it. Crimes of passion. Which countries are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed? Which countries are you allowed to crime of passion? France? Thailand? Crimes of passion. Well, sometimes there is bad behavior because of passion, right? We don't go off at people that we don't care about. The chicken cat. How interesting. Ooh. Crimes of passion. What's going on with you, Laura? What's going on with chicken cat? She wants to come in. Raining out there, you know. It is too. So dreary. Yeah, I mean we don't go off at people that we don't care about. So we save our worst behavior for the people that we care about the most, right? And so it's got an element of that in this, Laura. If you've got a problem with someone at the moment, no, it's because they love you. Oh, prepare to celebrate. I don't think the problem is going to be around much longer. There's nothing going on like that. No crimes of passion in your life. Yeah, we only create trouble with people that we care about. Anyway, prepare to celebrate. So it feels to me like the trouble's not going to be around for much longer. But you're not having it. You're not experiencing any trouble at the moment. So yeah, me then. Blame, passion. That's what it is, though. When people have a problem with you, it's because they care. Otherwise, they wouldn't. Which just makes me wonder, right? Because then I was just thinking about, because I just said, like, I'm not having any trouble, but then I was just reminded by my higher self that I had that hater on my YouTube channel. So why would someone put all of that stuff on if they don't care about me? Well, perhaps they do care about me. Why would they attack me? Why do people attack random strangers on the internet? Because they love them? That's weird. Anyway, prepare. Prepare for a celebration. What have you got going on there? It's starting to make sense. Oh, okay. So it's not a full crime of passion. It's just like, yeah, we save our worst behavior for the people we love, for sure. Kim, what's your question? I'll be clearing up the cards while we're waiting for Kim's question. Oh, we go. I want to ask, have you met your twin flame? Because you're not sure. Oh, these questions. Would your guides tell you the truth? I'm not so sure. I don't trust these guides. They'll tell us whatever we want to hear. They tell us what we want to hear to get the right lesson. So even if it's the wrong person, they tell you it's the right person until you've got the lesson. I don't trust my guides anymore. I trust them to be guiding us in the right direction. I don't trust them to tell the truth. Anyway, let's ask anyway. Has Kim met her twin flame? No. Why are they saying no? Tell you, I don't trust them with questions like that. I really don't. Tell us why you know. Okay. So that you make peace with it in this moment. So yeah, a time to let go. A time to let go at the moment and not believe. A time to be more open to the possibilities. A time to let go. Sometimes if they are our twin and we let go, sometimes we need to go through this. So it's called run a chaser sometimes, right? But sometimes it's the letting go to let it form what it is rather than what we thought it was going to be. It's so that you can have peace in this moment, so you can be happy now. Allow it to end. No, it's a no. It's a no. Right. So you've got a situation with somebody and it needs to end. Allow it to end. Allow it to be over. The belief that they are your twin has you going back for more. But this saying, your higher self wants you to have peace in this moment. It's too much trouble. You know, it can appear twin flames. People say, oh, how can you tell that they're a twin flame? And some teachers will say, just like a whole list of red flags and crappy relationship behaviors, and that's not a twin flame. That is evidence of a dysfunctional relationship, right? You guys want you to be happy. Although there can be trouble in getting together with your twin flame, it's not a whole heap of dysfunction. And I really do take, not offense, I don't agree. I don't agree with those teachers that just list out the dysfunctional thing. I think that's just people that are in dysfunctional relationships that haven't learned how to have a good relationship. Just trying to, it's like what I said before, the ones that we get obsessed with. It's just an obsession, this one. If anything, let it go, allow it to be completed so that you can have peace in the moment. Because alignment makes you feel really good, right? It makes you feel really good. The twin flame relationships, they're not going to have so much trouble. I have a bit of trouble, but not so much trouble. Be careful of those teachings where it says about dysfunctional relationships, because it's not that. Anyway, it's a no, and I'm pretty sure it's a proper no as well. Kim. Kathy, twin flame guidance for you. Okay, Kathy. There's a bit of a delay, Kim, between me saying these things and actually going out live. I think it's about 10, 15, 20 seconds or something like that, which is why I ask a question and you have to respond like a load of times because it's still ages ago. That makes sense. Kathy. Oh, be present and in the moment. Try not to manifest this too much. Be in control of it. Imagine it how you want it to be. Stop trying to manifest it as you want it to be and just be in the moment, because you've got communication coming from them and it might not be exactly as you, I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling like you are imagining it's like, this is the way I want it to play out, they're going to come here, and you're like trying to manifest it or something. It's not going to happen like that. Just be present in the moment and be open, and you've got communication coming in from them. Relax, patience, and perfect. Okay. You know, you're going to be happy that you're patient about this, relaxed about it. The way it's going to unfold and the timing of it and everything is going to be perfect. Don't we hate hearing that? But it is. And it will make sense once it does. But try and just be in the moment. Then when you're trying to manifest something and you're trying to make it happen and you're telling yourself, oh, if I just change myself somehow, like law of attraction stuff, I just change myself somehow, I can get the manifestation now. It's just not true. We can't do it now. The timing is not our call at all. And so just be in the moment instead and be ready for what whatever it is in the moment. You've got communication coming in, and you will know once it does, it will all make sense as to why it was perfect for you to wait. You know, if this is your story here with all of these cards, then it's obvious, isn't it? Divine Masculine is in some kind of a situation that should have completed long ago. Whatever that is, whether they were married or other relationships or stuff with their work or debt or whatever it is, whatever these situations they find themselves in, it's something that they've been ignoring for a long time but wasn't serving them for a long time. Then they get the carrot, divine feminine carrot in front of them, and they're like, damn, I wish I'd have sorted that out before, but I'm definitely going to sort it out now. But then it takes time. But then they are sure that they want to do it because now they've got something to lose. They've got something more to lose, right? So they're definitely doing it. It's just they have to do whatever this thing is that get themselves out of. They have to do it slowly. So for, it could be debt for money. It could be, because that's the kind of thing that you just need to keep on chipping away, and the persistence and all of that. It'll all make sense why you have to wait in the end. And I think for a lot, it's so that they can do it right. I think a lot of them realize that they don't want to bring BS into someone's life because they've learned about that and what that does. We all know ourselves. If you go into a relationship with some bullshit that you've got inside of yourself because you're not healed from something else in the past, you take that into the relationship and it wrecks the relationship. We've all done it, and we do it, and we've learned not to do that. They've learned, Divine Masculine has learned not to come in with that bullshit. This is too important to them. The twin flame is too important to them for them to mess it up. They're going to do it the right way, like the Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to finish with that, in fact, Knight of Pentacles. Let's read them out. This is Divine Masculine at the moment. Knight of Pentacles. So she sits on a horse, watching over a freshly ploughed field. She's in no hurry and stands thoughtful and vigilant on her watch. Her horse is made up of leaves from an oak tree, a symbol of constancy and reliability. That's another thing too, he wants to show that he's reliable. The knight is fulfilling her responsibility to guard the field. That's it. Yes, Divine Masculine, he knows. It's like he's born with this innate knowing that he has to protect the Divine Feminine. There's no question of it. He has to protect the Divine Feminine. He knows that that's his responsibility. He's fulfilling his responsibility to guard her. Even though the job is difficult and monotonous, he knows that he needs to do that. He has an innate, and he knows that he's got to do that to guard her, to protect her. That's what it is. Yes, that's come out so many times in readings. Well, the Knight of Pentacles comes out, but there's that slowness, but the protection he knows that he needs to protect her. Wow. So he's been reliable, constant, using self-discipline, enduring, he's being diligent. Wow, he's fulfilling his responsibilities to guard her. What else can we read out? Let's read the Ten of Pentacles. This is where he's headed. This is why. This is what he wants. An old man sits on a huge tree trunk symbolizing his longevity. He wants this to last. 10 of rings on the trunk's surface stand for the decades he spent on Earth and the experiences he's had in all those years. The flowers entwining the trunk illustrate the intricate paths of life, and the intricate paths life can take, and how beautiful life could be. Through the tree rings, we see the patriarch's biggest achievements, building a house and raising a family. He has led a successful life and is well positioned to share his legacy with his family. Affluence, financial empire, stability, family life, security, sharing the prosperity. See? It's what he wants to do. There you go, Deborah. Yeah, see, the Knight of Pentacles is the one that does it right. He knows that he's got to do it right this time. There is no messing around. The Divine Masculine isn't the one that comes and plays. It's not a player. He doesn't come in and play with the Empress. Oh my God, no. He would never do that. He knows not to do that. So there you go, everybody. Got some carrots with this one. Carrots dangled in front of our nose. It could be happening soon. Say these cards. Well, we'll see. We will see. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. Thanks everyone for your donations and for coming along. Don't forget to click like on this video and join our Facebook group as well here. There's the link to it. Oh, look, we've got Venus and Divine Masculine there. The God. Can't see myself anymore. Hang on. There. So keep on keeping on and keep on waiting. Something might be happening soon. Thanks everyone. I'll see you next time. And tonight, in about 10 hours, I'll be putting out a How Are They Feeling About You? Pick a card read. Check that out on my YouTube channel later. And I'll see you all in 2 days' time. Hang on in there and let us know if it happens for you. Because it could be imminent. But I'm feeling good about November. I'm actually feeling good about this month as well, but toward the end of the month, eclipses, I think that's when we're going to see movement anyway. I'm not an astrologer, so I won't even try and be. See you, everybody. See you next time.